Hello folks, welcome to Ajay Ajayacharya. This is day 42 of my metamorphosis, and basically it is a very beautiful Monday. It was amazing. It was productive. I did my workout. I didn't smoke, and I did my 10-minute meditation. And today I will be sleeping on time too. Okay, I got up early, and I will tell you one thing. Instead of just rushing today, also woke up, I didn't rush. I didn't think about the day. I didn't think about the notifications. I didn't think about anything. I was just sitting there and just closing my eyes. I didn't even meditate. I was just being at present, and it made me feel amazing. And that I think that was the initial the starting point of the beautiful day. So instead of just rushing, just staying calm, starting your day calm is going to make a very big difference. And apart from that, today the overall diet was good, but the dinner it got screwed up. The morning it was amazing, till the evening it was amazing, and due to some work, thought about work and many things, something little bit that pulled me down. We got some small sides for my dinner basically, which was very nutritious, which was very good. I'm talking about my dinner, but in order to add some unhealthiness there, we got some chicken Manchurian. So 2 boxes. I shared it with my brother, sister. I got few chicken pieces and some gravy, which is, in my perspective, was totally unnecessary, because I obviously had like 1 kilo of chicken at my home cooked. So this is totally not needed, but I had that. So maybe I'm sure that this food is going to make me a little bit dull and lethargic tomorrow morning. Not now. Now I feel great, amazing, but I know this. So whenever you are going to planning to have some cheat meal or some unhealthy food, have a double thought, man. I'm sure that tomorrow morning the day's start will be lethargic, I'm sure. So, but I have to avoid this maybe till this Saturday evening. So until that, I should not consume anything heavy. I should stick with my diet. And I had one, and folks, I'll tell you honestly speaking. So today is day 42, and I think I restarted the streak from day 37. So 6 days of not smoking, man. It's so amazing, because continuously smoking, and it has become a habit. And apart from that, recently there were 2 breaks in between where I smoked and enjoyed a lot. Okay, but still now the craving is totally gone, and I'm talking about cigarettes and smoking often, but I don't even have the feeling of having it. But you know what, today even though I had a cup of tea in a place where I saw people smoking, I didn't even flinch. I didn't even bother. Now I just recalling that. So even in the 100th day, I'll tell you, my friend, I teach fitness, right? So there is one stretch, and there is some techniques. There are many techniques. Okay, out of that, I will tell my students that the only takeaway you get from me is to learn how to brace, and you are bracing. You are totally bracing throughout the day, and you learn some couch stretch. The net takeaway will be exponentially high. So similarly, in this 100 days journey, the goal is to become Ajay Ajayacharya, a man, with control, with principles like Bhishma. But even though if I didn't make such a dramatic difference, you know what? That has to become a lifestyle, which I will do for sure. I have to become a person who is in control of himself. I believe that mastery is the ultimate goal that every person should go. people go to pilgrimages, right? Christians go to Jerusalem, and Muslims go to Mecca, and Hindus goes to Kedarnath, Kashi, many places, right? But I'll tell you one thing: if you are born as a human, mastery over yourself is the ultimate, the goal should be mastery over ourselves. So I'm sure that within the next 48 days, that is the priority. But apart from that, I had one thing in mind. Till I have to go through day 50, I'll try to, that will be the buffer space. I'll become more conscious of reading. I will become more conscious about my sleep, my food habits, my exercises. But from the day 50 to 100, the game will be on. So I will you see a lion behind me, right? Nearby that are there are some places. Okay, I will show you at the end of the video maybe, or else I will keep that open. I will show it again later. I'm going to stick a sticker of the streak sheet in the wall. So the upcoming 50 days is going to be so brutal. The 8 codex principles will be followed ruthlessly, and the goal is to have a glowing six-pack at the end of the 50 days. So at my 100th day, starting from day 50 to 100, I have to get that six-pack sharp and clean. This is my goal. So that means till this 8-day, till day 50, I'm allowed to have cheat meals in weekends, which I will do for sure in the upcoming week. But from day 50 to day 100, things will be will be pushed to a whole another level. And apart from that, going beyond, the goal is to maintain that consistency throughout the years, going on forward till my death maybe. So I will be updating the streak sheets progress every day. It's about becoming your something, right? Something more than just being merely conditioned by the people around you, being the average of people around you. That's not what I want to be. I have introspected and I've thought about those 8 principles. Those 8 principles, everybody knows that, man. But to bring it as a package and to do that continuously, and that is my way. I'm going to prioritize on that. The streak sheet will be on from 50th to 100, and the workout has to be intense, a little bit more, maybe every day 5k. And my training sessions, I'm not very fond of training 6 days a week, so maybe 5k every day, and 3 days of training will be much more enough for me, because my diet will be so strong. Once I set my mind and I truly need that, and I put my focus onto that, bam, not only me, everybody can do that. Okay, it's not like I'm saying that I'm so special. If I'm under control, and if I brought that 6 packs from 50th to 100th day, I'll tell you, man, I'm so special, because I made my promise. I fulfilled my promise to myself, and I made it. So there is a person who makes promise and does nothing, and there is a guy who makes promise and completes something. That the person who completes is going to be special, right? So, and I wish you all to become special, not only me. I'm not the guy who says like, oh look at my transformation, I'm special. No, I say, my friend, that you struggle with me side by side, you get the streak sheet, you log your journey, and become special with me. That's what I'm trying to say. Let us unlearn a little bit of those things that is unnecessary in the longer go. The social media, the constant checking of mobile has become high. I started to use more, which I won't usually do earlier, but now it has become a distraction. I have to overcome that too. You are on the watch, man. You are on the watch. And apart from that, I completed Ready to Run, and I am planning to start this book from tomorrow. So from tomorrow, That is May 12th. From May 12th to that corresponding week, starting tomorrow, that is Tuesday to Sunday. Before Sunday, I have to complete this book. So earlier, I always have the intention of reading one book every month, but for the last 2 months it was not so much productive. So maybe if I could complete this by this month, then I will also have to track what all books I have read this year, starting this year, and I have to complete my 12 books a year thing. That's my thing, just to keep us updated, to spend time in a constructive way instead of just aimlessly scrolling through this nonsense. So this book is about, I have some aspirations and some goals. So this book is about creating the mindset. Okay, it won't according to the reviews I have seen, it will help you to understand about your conditioning and to shift your conditioning and belief to on a whole another level. And this will be a good base for the entrepreneurs, for the people who wants to become the better version of themselves. I would I would say that you guys also can read this with me and share me your insights and your perspectives, because that matters for me. So apart from that, today we'll also see about some of the things that you could do additionally. Oh, come on, man. Okay, so things that you could do additionally in your during your detox. That is how you do in your, you can basically say you can do 3 to 4 things in a detox, but don't try to do everything in a single detox. Say maybe if it's a 48-hour detox, try to choose one and deeply commit all your thoughts and energy into that. So say example, the 2 things that you could do additionally is first, journal how you are going through the detox. So say example, you are in a detox and you feel like, oh my god, I have to sneak away to get to my mobile phone. I have to find a way to just get out of this, or how my mind is trying to convince me to cheat myself, how a part of me is trying to manipulate me from getting out of that, making me to tap out. All those things that you could write down. And the temptations and feelings, I'm telling you, right? What all? Oh, I want to just have a very good burger. My food is so blunt right now, I don't want to do that. I want something that spikes my dopamine. So the dopamine level expectations is also high, so I have to satisfy my dopamine rush. All these kind of things will happen during your detox. So that is the point of detox, right? Your dopamine level is so screwed up, and it would have gotten into a level where the things that would have excited you won't excite you more. So you want to do something more intense, some kind of stuff. So with that intensity, going and trying to read a book will become like total nonsense. So you can't just jump from here to here. So maybe I think this makes sense. It's about rehabilitation. I've heard this from a friend of mine. He lives in Masinagudi. He says that the tiger who has become a man-eater will be caught, and they will rehabilitate that. They won't just right away put that tiger into any zoo or something. So they will recondition the tiger to they will isolate it and won't feed it, and after some time they will start to feed it, and the king of the jungle would like to survive, so it will start to eat the food. Earlier they say it won't eat any food, it won't drink any water, but at one point of time it will start consuming food. Then they will be transporting it to the zoo. Similarly, this is a new thought here, I haven't thought about this earlier. straight away from doing something and straight away trying to implement a strict routine won't be a good idea. Now this makes sense. I should have done maybe a 48 hours detox or 24-hour detox. I don't think the partial detox works well, man. We can do the partial detox every day, but I don't think that's a very good place to start. Say a person is very much deconditioned, he is living a very terrible life and he wants to become disciplined. You know what? The person should not jump right away. He should do a detox 48 hours, 24 hours. That will create a baseline. That will bring the person to a baseline, bring him to a stable place. From there, he can start working on himself. So I will recommend this to you guys. This is a very good thought right now. Maybe if you are smoking, maybe if you are drinking, maybe if you are watching too much mobile, maybe if you are a game addict, if you are food addict, anything, you want to become great, you want to become better version of yourself, just don't start away jump into something. Instead of that, do a 48 hours detox, 24 hours detox. Bring those unstable dopamine levels to stable. It will be hard, so that's why I told you, right? You can write down. You feel, when you say example, I'm in a detox right now, I feel like so crappy, I feel like frustrated, I feel like doing something. Let me write that down. Oh, you know what, I feel terrible. These are the things that's running in my mind. I don't even know why I'm doing that. This is the thought right now. Like that, you can just log it. Apart from that, for people who is in a detox, you can also, or else say you want to find the purpose of life, you want to do many things, you want to think about that, you can get into the detox. 24 hours, I will just book a room in a resort, where I would give the instructions to all the fellow my people there, all the people who work there. I will give all the instructions. I will pay everything forefront, so that when I go there, I don't have to talk a lot, do more bonding stuffs. Because when I do a detox, it's more about connecting with myself than connecting with others. So I would simply say, I would suggest, book a good place to just detach yourself from everything, some place far away from your routine. Just 1 day or 2 days spend there. You can during those time try to eat some basic mild food, some idlis, some basic some little bit of rice, some chapatis. Try to live on very low things. Be a complete stoic on those 2 days. And if you want to figure something about your life, the purpose of life, just write down and spend some time with yourself. Write what you want to get out of this life and the values of yours. Do you really want what you were chasing? You can introspect on that. You can think, actually, because throughout the day, when we run, we won't have space to think about things that that matters. We'll be on a flow state. We will either procrastinate, or we'll make some poor assumptions and judgments, and we'll just keep on going, because it's about going on the flow. I have to complete the day. We won't be like, okay, let me just sit for 30 minutes, let me think on that. No, we won't do that. We'll be like, if my mood is good, I will do something, the decision will be positive. The mood is bad, it will become negative. This is how we do, in our day-to-day life. The goal is to condition ourselves to become more optimistic, so that we could make good decisions and see possibilities when everybody sees obstacles. So, you can spend some time, thinking about the purpose of your life in one detox, and in some other detox you can do problem solving. If you have very big problem in your life and you can't find any solution out of that, how can you find when you don't even have time to think about that? You are so busy watching reels, movies, catching up with your friends, going through the day-to-day routine. But I would say that just take again a 24 hours detox, go away. Don't take many things with you. Throw the phone away. Don't take your phone with you. Take some little bit of cash for emergency, and book everything, plan everything prior. Go there, just be with yourself, write things down, spend time with yourself, be true to yourself. And the fear. So sometimes people will become so much afraid, they won't even dare to just think on that, look into that problem. They'll be like procrastinating on that. Oh, you know what, I have to make a very big presentation, I have to do that, I have to do the research. Let me procrastinate on that, let me not do that, let me see that later, I'm so busy doing this. It's all kind of manipulation again by our negative, I would say, like the side that wants you to be average. So every time, that's what I tell to my students, whenever you want to complete a repetition, there would be a guy who says like, enough, stop, it's too much, it's not for you. This is, say, example, that is a negative variant. There will be another positive variant which we can't hear. So that's why the negative impact will be like so intense, it will be so massive, but you can't hear the positive influence, it won't be like so massive. But once you get into that, you can see tremendous amount of benefits. So let us focus on the positive things. Similarly, when you are in a constant fear about something is going on with your life, but you will be like so much occupied, say, I don't even know what is the purpose of my life, I don't even know what to do with my life. This will be the primary concern. I mean, like, this would be happening for everybody. Nobody will be daring to question that, why I am here, what I am doing, why I am doing what I am doing. No, it is so scary. It will challenge everything. Imagine that a guy asks this question to himself in his 70s or 50s. His entire life would have been like, he felt that I have wasted my entire life. So he will be again, like, pretend to be busy with his day-to-day routines. So similarly, when if you have some deep questions, some deep things to ask to yourself where you are afraid or to look into, take a detox and just dive into that. It's no way out, man, because I will tell you one thing. So I'm a guy who, I told you earlier, right? I won't read books. I'm not a guy who reads books. But now I started the habit of reading book. I read many books. Imagine that I was and I started my own fitness firm, and it is going good and things are going well. I wouldn't say like it's going amazing, but I'm constantly working on it. Like in the business, in me. So I would say that I'm a lifelong student, okay? But earlier variant of me was so arrogant, says like, I know everything, but there wasn't any positive reflection of that in my life. But say, I got conscious about what to do, and I'm exploring stuff, I'm reading books, I'm trying to improve myself. What if I was so ignorant till my 60s, and out of nowhere suddenly I'll be like, oh man, I should have start reading earlier, I should have started my own fitness firm or my own business earlier. What if I got all those things at my 60s, maybe 69 or 70s or my 80s? It's not late. But I say, if we could do it today and do some self-reflection, it would be much more better than doing the self-reflection after 10 years, after 20 years. So that's what I'm saying. Even if you are at your 40s, if you are at your 30s, if you are at your 60s, 70s, if you didn't do any self-reflection, if you were so much afraid of running, of asking some deep questions to yourself, today is the right time. Plan early. Maybe you can use this weekend to get away from your routine and sit and talk to yourself. Be super brutal, man. Write everything. If you're so confused, write everything down. You would get some clarity. So in such a way, we will move forward, and we will try to make some sense out of this nonsense. The entire life will be like pointless. We have to create some meaning out of it, man. So this is my journey, and this is my day 42. Again, if you are somebody who have watched till this end, I would simply say, my friend, try to be the better version of yourself. But it can't happen. Rome wasn't built in a day. It will take some time, but stay with me. There is a friend of yours hustling side by side who is going through, things that everybody goes through, but who chooses to become the person who stands away, who improves from those things that's trying to pull him down. So I'm here. Join hands, my friend. Okay, stay strong. Fortis et Liber.